G'day mates, Nearly Lost here, welcome back to Asagao Academy. Last time we left off, we went on our Flower Festival date with Shane. And the ending proved slightly awkward, but there may be hope. Anyway, I did belong in the tournament, and I was going to prove it to Shane. However well the Flower Festival went, Shane's stance hadn't changed. The others believed in me, so why didn't he? John saw my skill firsthand. He did. Maybe it was time to show Shane, too. Seeing is believing, after all. Gripping my phone tightly, I walked into the classroom. It was empty save for Shane, who was writing at his desk. He looked up at me, then avoided my eyes. It made me instantly second-guess why I was in there. My feet felt like they were glued to the ground.
What's up?
Well, go on. You obviously have something to show me. Regret. I regretted coming in there. What was I going to do? Just show him how good I was at this popular phone game and expect that to work? Everyone played that game. Shane wasn't one to be easily impressed either. You're acting like I'm going to run away. I can't leave when you're blocking the door like that, you know? He made a hand motion to me, gesturing for me to approach and sit down. I did so in the seat next to his, then wiped the sweat off my phone before starting up the game.
I deserve to be in the tournament, Shane. Do you not believe John?
He set his pencil onto his desk. His chair grated against the polished wood as he shuffled next to me. He exhaled heavily. Okay, I'm willing to see what you can do. I could feel my eyes go wide. This was the chance I needed. At my face brightening up, a reluctant grin appeared on Shane's face as well.
Okay, while it's loading, I just want to say that I've been playing this game since it came out. Of course, the mechanics are pretty similar to all the other match trees around, but it's at least different enough to where I've learned to change my playstyle to better fit the unique attributes of this game, so...
Shane put a hand up and mouthed the word, breathe.
No.
I don't need to know your credentials, Hana. Show me how good you are at the actual game.
Oh, okay. Well, here we go, I guess.
I pressed play. Immediately my fingers were like electricity. It started me off at level 1, but the number quickly climbed and the entire bar began to decelerate faster. Shane looks disappointed. Around level 35, I began to struggle. The time went down too quickly and I got stressed trying to keep it up. My score was no longer a priority, it was staying alive. Still, level 35 was very impressive. At level 39, Shane stopped me. I've seen enough.
But I haven't lost yet.
It's hard to watch. You're just getting single combos so the game won't end. The tournament's not about how far you can make it, it's purely score-based. Even an intermediate player knows to focus on score instead of time. Running out of time doesn't matter if you have enough points. There's no point in getting to high levels if you're only getting 4 points every combo. All combo-based games are the same. Pinterest, Gemstone. Burn bright, burn quick. I thought you understood at least the basics. I've seen all I need. You can't be in the tournament representing us like this. Besides, competing against someone in the tournament, not doing single player. He scooted his chair away. It was the most he'd ever spoken all at once. If he knew so much about match 3s, why wasn't he playing them in the tournament?
Okay, that makes sense.
I started to leave. There was still half an hour till class, and Shane didn't seem interested in talking anymore. I couldn't run away without giving myself some kind of hope for the future.
Everyone decide the house competing whether you like it or not. You aren't the leader of the team. I'll get better than show John PPG.
Shane raised his eyebrows, looking slightly amused at my proposal. I wish you all the best, Hana. I don't know if that actually was... whatever. I glared at Shane and stomped out of the room. He would see, I just needed to practice. I sat in a field outside the school, trying to incorporate Shane's tips into my strategy. Changing the fundamentals of my playstyle was harder than I imagined it would be. Yeah, it does sound difficult. It was even harder to motivate myself knowing that all this single-player training was almost useless. I never even played a competitive version. In it, there was an entirely new component, solid blocks that couldn't move or break. Mai was interested in or any good at these types of games, so I couldn't practice with her. I rolled my eyes. As I did, something caught my attention. The back of a distinct yellow jacket. It was Ian. He would definitely know how to play, seeing he was the puzzle representative in Hidden Block's team. I swiftly grabbed my backpack and plopped myself next to him.
Hey!
Can you help me practice Dum Dum's Revenge?
My brain caught to what my body executed, and my confidence dwindled. I laughed weakly, trying to ignore my rapidly beating heart.
I mean, if you're not doing anything important.
Hi.
Hi, Hana. Is everything okay?
Hi. Yeah, I'm fine. You're playing Dum Dum's Revenge tournament, right? Well, I'll replace it for John in the puzzle department.
He gave a skeptical smirk in response. You're my opponent, then.
Yes, that's correct. If you're a good competitor, you would help me, but if you're a good person...
I shrugged innocently, though Ian wasn't so convinced. I mean, look at that smile. That's definitely not convincing.
Yeah!
What do you say? Never played 2-player. I just want to know what it's like. Come on, it took me a lot for me to come over here and ask this.
Alright. I have to warn you, though, I'm very good. There's a reason Hidden Block chose me. I compete in the puzzle department category every single year. I don't know how much you'll learn by losing, but I'll joust. Alright, well. We came here for a reason. I believe that we should.
Give me your best, I learn quickly.
Ugh. He put his hands up in defeat. Don't say I didn't warn you. He took his phone out of his pocket and started up the game. Mine was already loaded, so I set up the room. Alright, room name? Oh, I assume it's Hana Rules. And the password?
Ian Drills.
He raised an eyebrow. Should have guessed. We'll see about that, won't we? I didn't get much time to practice with the tactics Shane mentioned, but it was apparent within the first few months I wouldn't need them. Right away, Ian set up 4 huge combos and those cursed unbreakable blocks came down right on top of what I was preparing. He buried me beneath blocks in under a minute of play. It was sad, really. Be quick, Hana. Nobody trying to win will give you enough time to plan out your combos.
Shane said as much.
He's helping you? Well, he's good. Almost better than me.
Why isn't he the puzzle person then?
Ian shrugged. He's better at Mario Kart. What can I say? I felt like there was more to it than that.
Can we try one more time? We don't have to go to class for another few minutes. Please, you're the only one that plays this game.
But you just told yourself that everybody plays this game. Whatever. Alright, if it's for practice, I can't say no. We set up a rematch in Hana Rules and began again. I looked up as the timer counted down, noticing his eyes quickly scanning his screen, preemptively looking for combos. I should have been doing the same, instead of looking at Ian. Do you remember what I told you? You should be better this time. Ian didn't lift his eyes from his phone, so he couldn't see me nod at him. When my gaze returned to the game, we had already started. My thumbs moved in a flurry in my desperation to catch up. I saw a 4-match right off the bat and swapped blocks. I figured out rather quickly that it was a waste of time dealing with the unmatchable blocks lovingly sent from Ian, but they were rapidly overtaking my screen. I lasted longer this time, but in the end, Ian annihilated me and my poor blocks. I actually struggled for a bit this time. I tried to come up with a retort, but mine was absolutely blank. He stretched out his hand for a handshake, and I realized he was being sincere. I wiped my sweaty palms on my skirt and gripped his hand. Pretty good if I've ever played competitively before this. He smiled mischievously at me, and the bell rang.
Bye.
We should get to class. If you need anything else, you know where to find me, Challenger. It didn't matter what I did. Trophy hunts, high-score achievements, video game paper crafts, even his own plushies of obscure characters. Nothing interested or impressed Shane. It didn't help that my complete lack of talent in these areas meant that the things I made ended up an ugly mess. God damn it, what was I supposed to do? I still didn't know Shane that well, but I knew someone who did. I hurried to John's room, wasting as little time as possible.
What's up?
Hey, Hana, what's up?
Hey!
John, I was wondering whether you might be able to help me with something. Something Shane-related.
John, already aroused by his friend's name, began to tap his chin.
You have any idea what sort of gifts he likes, or if you might need anything?
Well,
Maybe he's been homesick? He doesn't say it, but it shows, and more than just his grumpy face.
Homesick? I thought of my father's letter, tucked under my pillows back in my dorm room, and the strain of being surrounded by people so clearly raised of more than I ever had. Poor Shane.
huh.
Yeah, his appetite, his attitude, even the way he talks, he's all sad.
Concern in his words was hidden behind his ever-cheery tone. John turned his attention fully to me, then continued just as cheerily.
He was talking about wanting a British flag for his dorm. The symbol of his homeland, a banner of his patriotism,
Yeah!
the mark of his lineage. You know, that sort of thing. That'd probably be the easiest thing to get him.
Well,
That could be nice. But I was hoping to get him something a little more creative than that.
Hey!
Then you should make one for him.
He ushered me inside, then went over to his desk to retrieve something. He returned with a stack of old gaming magazines and a pair of scissors.
Yeah!
Let's do this.
After a short few hours of snipping, we crafted a Union Jack that any grade school art teacher would be proud of. So... not that proud of you, but proud of you for doing something. After thanking John for his help, I rushed over to Shane's room, eagerness coursing through my veins. I knocked a few times on the front door, but there didn't seem to be any movement or noise coming from inside. I tried again, this time a little more aggressively. Almost instantly, a clamor roared out, as if I woke some slumbering beast. Of course, that beast is Shane. Shane opened the door halfway, his body positioned so as to block vision to the other parts of his room.
Hi, are you okay? Did I interrupt anything?
I'm fine, don't worry about it. He squinted, staring at the colorful collage tucked under my arm. What are you up to? I stepped away from the door and folded the flag and held it out as if it were going to be strung up then and there. Shane's look intensified into intrigued disgust. Is that...
yeah!
Union Jack. John told me you were feeling a little down because you've been away from home so long, but...
His disgusted glare lifted from the flag to me.
What?
Why are you bothering him with stuff like that? Why go through the trouble? My hands retracted, crumpling the flag at its edges.
I was trying to do something nice. I didn't want to get you something you didn't need or want, so I asked to make sure.
My heart was beating fast and my body started to feel warm. I couldn't let it deter me. I had to stand my ground. That's just how Shane was with people. Taking a deep breath, I straightened my arms out to properly show the flag.
I made this for you because I want to show you what I'm capable of. You don't have to hang up or anything, but please accept it.
Shane stepped out from the doorway, forcing me to step back and turn. With still a glare in his eye, he leaned in a bit, inspecting it. Then with a scoff, he took it into his own hands. He held it out like I had, turning and twisting the flag over which way for a critic's look at it. I get that it's scrapped together, but it looks like a ransom letter. It was an understandable complaint. John and I didn't exactly cross-reference our work. Our use of faded, out-of-print gaming literature didn't help either. He shook his head, then folded the flag over his arm. Still, I guess it's not completely horrible. I suppose I can use this until I get something better.
Really?
Really? Thank you. I mean, you're welcome.
Maybe I was just seeing things, but I thought I saw him flash a smile. Yeah, I thought I did too. My heart was beating quicker than ever, but it felt completely different from when I was nervous.
I hope you like it.
Shane went back into his room, giving a small wave before shutting the door behind him. It took me a minute to realize how quickly he had accepted the flag and brought back in with him. For a few seconds, I was just standing there, listening to my own heartbeat. If it weren't one thing, I doubt I would have known he was still on the other side of the door. It was quiet, but I swear, I know for a fact I heard him say, "Thank you, Hana." The next few days, things proved to be a bit awkward between Shane and me. I thought my gift brought us closer together, but instead he avoided my eyes, and he was doing his best to not even speak to me. After days of frustration, I decided to change tactics. Hey, that's my specialty. At the opposite end of the hall, I spotted Shane, and his attention still turned to the classroom he was leaving. This was my chance. I quickly made my way towards him, trying not to make it seem like I had some all-important ulterior motive.
Hey!
Shane!
I unconsciously lifted my hand to greet him, only noticing because he had responded with the same motion. Huh?
Hey, did you know?
I closed my eyes and prepared my cockneyous accent. Oh no, I did not train for this.
In the Ultra System 2 game Kabuto Driver, although you can play most of the game as Takeda Hondo, you'll need to assume your driver persona in order to deliver finishing blows to particular boss enemies. This being an attribute brought over from the source material's extensive history of dynamic climaxes.
When I opened my eyes, there was a less than entertaining expression on Shane's face. But for some reason, the edges of his lips started to visibly tremble. I don't think trying again is a good idea. I'm gonna call it quits there, because I don't know if either me nor Hana could do any more of this accent. I figured that was enough embarrassing for myself for today.
And now you know, I'm sorry. I swear I'll never do that again.
Shane's trembling stopped, a warm smirk plastered on his face. Thanks. That was all he said before departing for his next class. Later that day at lunch, Shane had lamented how awful his school fish and chips were. As I listened, I took the idea away of glee. I would make them for him. Oh no. I never fried anything before in my life, but it couldn't be that hard. Luckily, the dorm kitchens were stocked pretty nicely. There was a thick fillet of cod in the back of the fridge, and I pulled it out and cut it up. I remember from frying chicken for my dad that batter was flour and water mainly. As I soaked the fish strips and eggs, I slipped out a cookbook to make sure my knowledge was correct. This had to be perfect, and I only had enough fish for one try. I followed the recipe, mixing together the spices and the flour. When the oil was properly heated, I took a slide spoon and set out to fry. It was difficult, and I was terrified a drop of oil was going to jump out and hit my face, but finally they were done. Or we will figure. I clapped my hands together and flour exploded in the air, crusting my face and hair. As I looked down at the fried creation, I smiled. They looked absolutely perfect. I'd done everything right for once. Maybe this would make up for my pitiful attempts at cheering Shane up. I wiped my hands on the apron and hung it back up for slipping on my uniform jacket. Lunch period was nearly over since I had elected to spend it making this fish. I played it up rather messily and shielded it with plastic wrap. If I ran, Shane would still have enough time to try it. To avoid being smited by the tumble gods, I made sure my shoes were tied and there was nothing to trip on. I made my way to the cafeteria. The dishes wouldn't have to be done later.
Hey!
Oh, here she is. I told you she didn't forget about us.
I slid to the seat next to mine and pushed the plate to Shane, trying not to make eye contact with anyone.
It's fish and chips. Well, without the chips, it's fish.
Huh?
Well, why? You complain about school food, right? I know you're kind of missing home, and I understand. My parents used to make this for me and always cheered me up, so...
Fried fish. I unwrapped plastic wrap from plate and release the steam. I caught a quick smile from Shane. I was happy at a glimpse of his elusive Shane smile, patent pending.
Oh wow!
Well, Hana, they smell really good. The blush hiding behind my fear floated to the surface.
Of course, I made enough for everyone to have some.
Shane's gotta eat it first, though, right? Under the watch of the Normal Boots Club, myself, Shane picked up a piece of my creation. Thanks. He took a huge bite. Careful at first, then chewed, his face shifting into something more akin to surprise. Wow, this is actually really good. He stopped suddenly, then dropped the fish and began searching desperately for something. When it was not found, he got up and ran out of the cafeteria, coughing on the way. But the fish had to have been perfect. I followed the recipe so closely. No one else said a word. I ripped off a small piece of fish and chewed it slowly. Immediately, I knew what was wrong. Mouth ablaze, I fished around my backpack for my water bottle and downed the whole thing in 4 seconds. I don't know if you can hear a train in the background. I'm pretty close to one though. Anyway.
It's a little spicy.
My voice was but a croak. I was too busy trying to hide the uncontrollable tears brimming in my eyes. Mine instead took a crumb and ate it. A moment later, they were really feeling it. Dang, I can handle my spicy food better than your average person, but this is something else. He shook his head violently and Mai's face puckered. This could be a magical girl component, Hana. Wow. Just how much cayenne did you add?
Well,
2 cups.
They all looked as if I had killed someone right in front of them.
Ah!
2 cups?
I thought it was a lot too, but that's what the recipe said.
That can't be right. 2 teaspoons, maybe.
I don't know. I thought everything was right, but obviously it's not.
I looked down in defeat, and here I thought everything was perfect. Now that Jared mentioned it, they did look a little red to be fried fish.
You think Shane's okay? He ate a lot.
Huh.
Little spice never killed anyone, Hana. He's fine. I imagine he's just getting some water from the bathroom. Jared's right. Plus, even if it didn't turn out as expected, he should still be thankful we took time to cook for him. Why don't you ever cook me things, huh? I pushed me playfully. You did a nice thing. If he doesn't appreciate it, then you shouldn't appreciate him.
Thanks, guys.
Want me to go talk to him? I shook my head.
It's fine. Class about to start anyways. He'll probably be there and I can apologize profusely. I don't assume anyone wants these.
I lifted a plate and offered it around.
yay!
Oh, me! I wasn't expecting a serious answer, was already getting up to throw them away.
What?
How would you possibly want these?
You know, variety's like a pinch of cumin in a simmering pot of life. I wasn't buying it.
My culinary pharaohs can only be used for good, not evil.
I dumped the fish into the trash.
What the hell?
The thump of them hitting the bottom of the bin went nicely with Mai's anguished wails.
But, you know my recipe now. I'm not condoning food terrorism, but I can't exactly stop you.
Mai sprang up and hugged me.
Yeah!
I knew you'd see things my way. Soon everyone else began cleaning up and putting away their trays. Shane still hadn't come back. I guess I wouldn't see him until much later. Cheer up, Hana, he's fine. Gerard paused and squinted at something across the cafeteria.
Exactly!
Yeah, see? Isn't that him over there? It was hard to see Shane, this angry figure coming straight towards me.
Really?
You couldn't win my acceptance, so you tried to kill me?
No!
No, it wasn't like that.
No matter what you try and do, I'm not going to change my mind. Still feeling me, he walked over to John and put an arm on his shoulder, the other one clutching his stomach. Tell Miss Shizuka I won't be able to make it. He looked over his shoulder at me. Someone made me nauseous.
What?
Oh, missing class? You okay, dude?
Besides the fact I want to expunge my charred organs from my body, yes. He walked off.
What was Shane talking about? You guys have some beef?
What?
What? No, I think he's just delirious.
I looked down at the ground, suddenly very interested in my shoelaces.
My food was terrible after all.
Hey, don't get so down. We'll try getting together next time, okay? She clapped me on the back. By now I was more than used to my Heimlich.
Thanks, let's get to class. Maybe help me forget.
Shane was gone for 2 days. John had to bring him his homework and he didn't even come to meals, he was so sick. I was consumed with guilt every second. It was all my fault, everything. What else could it be? I slouched in my seat, absentmindedly doodling a sad stick man onto my homework. Then Maya hit me.
Ow, what was that for?
She was looking at something. Shane was walking through the door, avoiding eye contact for everyone. He promptly slipped into his desk and started talking quietly with PBG.
I told you didn't die.
Maya did this thing where she tried to whisper, but ended up not doing it at all. It just sounded like an especially breathy statement. PBG looked over at us. My eyes never went to my desk faster.
Oh, I know I didn't kill him.
My retort was a little rougher than I meant, and my smile faded.
Sorry, I've been stressed.
I wonder why he was gone for so long. It was just Pepper. Cayenne Pepper. Does he shrivel up when he touches Pepper like a slug? I stuck out her tongue and curled her arms in front of her like a blend between a T-Rex and a 2,000-year-old mummy. I couldn't help but laugh.
The slug's at salt, not pepper.
Okay, fine. He was like a snail, not a slug. Happy? She curled up again. I didn't even try to correct her this time. I had to apologize to Shane as soon as possible. Today was the only day, and would probably be the only day where I would ever want to work in a group, just so I could run over there and get it over with. The class ended up being a silent lecture, as boring as ever.
Hana Mizuno.
I snapped out of my stupor. The class went completely silent.
Yes? You'll need it in the front office.
I froze. No one ever got called into the office in the middle of class. Had my spicy criminal ways finally been revealed?
I don't understand why they couldn't just wait until after class, but you're free to go.
She sighed heavily and shrugged.
Is anyone even running the school anymore? Hana, get the other things. There are 5 minutes left of class, so just go to lunch after you finish your little trip down the hall.
Ugh. I quickly packed up. As I passed her desk, Miss Shizuka licked her thumb and picked a sheet of paper off her desk.
Homework. See you tomorrow.
The second I took the paper from her, she continued her lecture from where she left off. I went to the office, ready to admit my wrongdoing to the headmaster or whoever would be there to scold me. I gave the slip of paper to the girl, who was for some reason working the desk.
Hi, Hana. You left your ID card in the library. We need to confirm it was you picking it up. Don't want to get into the wrong hands.
She stopped her sentence on an odd pitch, as if they already were in the wrong hands. I'd like to say huge weight was lifted off my shoulders, but shame-related guilt still hung over my head. Kakuzu held up my ID and examined it, and looked to my face.
Scanning.
Kakuzu emitted an odd beeping noise.
Here you are.
She handed me my card and signed her name off on the paper. As she did so, she squinted at me.
You know, you look familiar to me. Weren't you in a class or something with me? I don't know. I do? Scanning databases.
Her eyes shined. I took an uncomfortable step back, wondering whether to run away. A sudden look of realization crossed her face.
You are friends of Shane, are you not? Yes, I am. Why?
Kakuzu shook her head.
If you are friends of Shane, then the information should remain classified.
What?
What? Why? Classified.
I huffed angrily, but Kaksu didn't seem to notice.
You're good to go. Take care of your card and enjoy lunch.
I said my thanks and held my ID card between my fingers. Love worrying, all for this. Oh well, it was time to get to lunch. I was completely unable to find Shane during lunch. Apparently, despite being in class, his stomach still wasn't completely settled. The smell in the air made him feel nauseous, which meant I didn't have a chance to talk to him. After class, I tried to get to him, but the hustle and bustle of students blocked the way. Shane put on his bag and left the room before I even gotten halfway across. Those are the perks of sitting near the door. I wasn't about to stalk him to his dormitory, so instead Mai and I headed to the library to study as planned. As I walked, I held up my ID and smiled just like in my picture.
Look what I lost.
Really?
That was it? Ah, how disappointing. Don't get mad at me, but I thought it'd be funny if I saw you in handcuffs being pushed into a police car. I had my phone ready to take an angsty picture of you and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been badass.
I looked off in the distance, daydreaming. I was fine with being the target of her felonious fantasies, as long as she didn't try to actually make me do anything.
Oh yeah!
She snapped back into reality and grabbed my arms excitedly.
Yeah!
They were talking about you!
What?
Who? What? Floor boots, right before lunch. As soon as class was over, John started talking to Shane. Pretty loudly, I might add, about how you liked him. What did they say? What did Shane say? Come on, Hana. Everyone knows it. You've been doing so many things for him. They were saying the exact same thing. Shane just kept denying it. He didn't say anything else but no. But no. Oh, there he is. He's standing right in front of the library. What am I supposed to say? Why is he there? Mai?
She had vanished. I would receive no help. Shane gave a small wave as I approached. He was waiting for me, right?
Hey.
Hey. I stopped in front of him.
Before you say anything, I want to say I'm so sorry for making that fish for you. I really didn't think it'd be that spicy. I've been worried about it nonstop since. I thought it made you really sick. I just had a visit in your dorm, but that didn't go so well last time, and I thought it'd just make you angry and know worse, so... Well, okay. First, your fish should not make me sick. Jerry gave me his cold. I didn't want to give it to anyone else. Second, it was pepper. It's not going to kill me. I'm not a snail or whatever Mai's been saying. And just like that, all my problems were solved. Wow, Hana.
Really?
You're really fine? No internal bleeding or anything?
Yeah.
I'm fine. Stop worrying. Add a little spice to life. Puns. He smiled. A real smile. That's not what I want to talk about. I'm in an art class, and we need to have a full portrait done by next week. Was one of you'd be my model again? His hands were in his pockets. He wasn't looking at me, nothing I wasn't used to. I almost instantly agreed just because it was Shane, but my discomfort outweighed the impulse.
Well, I don't know.
I wasn't the most confident of my looks. Modeling for practice is one thing, but an actual portrait be seen by the whole art class made me wary. It'll only be a few hours. Anytime you're free.
Well...
I guess I do kind of owe you for what I did.
Right?
Yeah, you tried to kill me. So you'll do it? I was about to say yes, but then I actually started thinking about it.
No!
No, I don't owe you anything.
Well...
Well, I didn't mean it like that.
You didn't mean me since I got here. Tried to do nice things, but it didn't have any effect, did it? You're still mean to me, so why should I do more for you?
Hana, it was a joke.
No, I tried to kill you. Why didn't you ask my girl to do it then?
Shane was quiet for a few moments, the mumbled excuse I wasn't in the mood to hear. Just that... It's a school assignment, and your hair...
What about it? It's weird? Suspicious?
Never mind.
Now it's never mind? Whatever.
I gave him no chance to respond, heading into the library with my eyes eagerly waiting.
Hey, what's up?
Is everything alright?
You're looking kinda... tomatoey.
Yes, everything's fine. Let's just study.
No, everything is not fine. Yeah, we're gonna end off here for now. In case you like this, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Bye bye.